for example, in America, an enormous amount of journalistic attention is devoted to Donald Trump's tweets. I think it would be very useful not to write about his tweets for a while, for all parties. It's not policy. The tweet is not policy. The man is waking up at 3 a.m. and he's like your grumpy grandfather who wakes up really early and starts kind of yelling at the TV. It so happens that when he yells at the TV, he simultaneously tweets and reaches 20 million people. If my grumpy grandfather did that, I would ignore it, right? It's no different now. There's no reason to make that the lead story every day in the newspaper.
Except he is the president and his tweets seem to make a difference because they are to do with international diplomacy.
But we're making, all of us, I think, are kind of, we're making a bad problem worse.
So do you think if we just sort of ignored him, for example, on the squad, the 4 Democrat congresswomen, and just ignored the tweets, that problem wouldn't be amplified and wouldn't therefore exist?
Yeah, I'd rather, if we ignored it, I think we could have a much more thoughtful conversation about serious issues. I just think it's a distraction. He knows it's a distraction and he plays it up.
That's why he's doing it probably.
He does it to distract from serious conversation of, there was this thing this spring with and going on right now, with the absolutely horrific way in which refugees, migrants are being treated at the border in the United States, held in camps under the most appalling of conditions. That story kind of pops up every now and again, but in a normal democracy, that would be a scandal that wouldn't go away, right? We're separating children from their parents, putting them in cages, and giving them inadequate food and water, no beds to sleep on. I mean, this is like something that's out of the 19th century. I mean, it's just incredible this is happening. But what happens is it's sort of in the news for 2 days, and then we pay attention to some outrageous tweet, and it goes away. Like the real consequences, in other words, from people in the world of journalism from being distracted from their mission, which is to focus on matters of consequence. And when entirely innocent people who are under enormous emotional and physical distress are being treated like animals by the richest, most comfortable, most powerful country on earth, that is the kind of thing I would like to spend more than 48 hours on. And when the president sleepily tweets at 3 a.m. something outrageous, that is something I would like to say, you know what? Let's not worry about it. Let's focus on someone who's actually in pain.